So former President Goodluck Jonathan has waded in this Governor Fubara's suspension. It says the crisis damages Nigeria's image. Let's read this headline together from Business Day, and I'll give my reactions towards the end of this one. So former President Goodluck Jonathan has criticized the suspension of Rivers State Governor Simi Fubara and other elected officials, warning that such actions tarnish Nigeria's global reputation. Speaking as chairman at the 𝐼𝐨𝐫𝐠𝐞𝐭 Foundation colloquium in Abuja on Saturday, Jonathan expressed disappointment over the removal of elected leaders. These actions by key actors in the executive and legislative arms of government paint the country in a negative light. Now, before reading further, you would remember, some of you remember that Goodluck Jonathan, who was the president of Nigeria, I think from 2010 or 2011 to 2015, also had his own fair share of grave issues in the country, bordering on terrorism, and there were 3 states that he declared a state of emergency in. But the governors of those states were not suspended. They were not suspended. So you can't really say that, oh, Jonathan, in your time you suspended people. Why are you now coming out and saying that, the current president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should not be suspending the governor? So I just wanted to put that in context before I continue reading this. So NNPP backs Tinubu's emergency declaration. On the same day, the new Nigeria People's Party, NNPP, through its support behind President Bola Tinubu's declaration of a state of emergency in Rivers State, arguing that the move was necessary to provide further crisis. What do you guys think? Do you think it was necessary? Could the army have gone out to dispel the issues that were coming out? Was it as bad as they made it seem? Why is there a sole administrator in Rivers? And why couldn't they go through the impeachment route rather than suspending the governor for 6 months while a sole administrator takes over the state of affairs in Rivers State? Let's keep reading. NNPP National Chairman Dr. 𝐼𝐨𝐫𝐿 Major defended Tinubu's decision, stating that as Nigeria's chief security officer, the president had access to intelligence that the public did not. What is this intelligence, and why isn't it being revealed? Anyway, let's keep reading. The government in Rivers was suspended, and no one can say what could have happened by now, judging from the deepening crisis, Major told reporters. He criticized political leaders for allowing tensions to escalate before intervening. The crisis was further compounded by some leaders who, instead of offering advice or promoting peace, allowed it to escalate before stepping in to criticize. Who are these leaders? Mention names. Who are they? Jonathan, who rarely comments on political issues, which is true, to avoid stoking tensions, said he felt compelled to speak due to calls from concerned Nigerians. He emphasized that a nation's reputation and ability to attract investment depend on the conduct of its executive, legislature, and judiciary, which is true. The former president also decried judicial interference, stating when an individual can dictate to the judiciary, it becomes difficult for anyone to have faith in the system. So I think that's just the article I just wanted to. So, I mean, what do you guys think? Let me give you what my thoughts are. So this stemmed from a statement that Fubara made, an insightful statement, a reckless statement, in my opinion, that he made. I made a couple of statements, something along the lines of stoking the troublemakers in Rivers State to go and do what they needed to do. Another one was like, oh, he's not behind, he doesn't support violence, but he will be the first in line if that was what was needed to do to resolve whatever is going on in Rivers State. And the president saw it as an act of affront against the people of Rivers State. Rivers State, as you know, is one of the most, if not the most, vibrant state in Nigeria when it comes to oil production. And Nigeria just got to, I think, 2 million barrels per day recently. And this is a concern for Nigeria in terms of the way we're making our money. And then you're looking to bomb pipelines. And Rivers State, as well as some other oil-producing states in Nigeria, has had issues of bombing pipelines in the past. But this particular pipeline that I'm talking about, within a day, the pipeline was back and running. So was it that bad? Could this have been resolved amicably between Fubara. I'm not even going to go into the wiki story because that would I just want to focus on what Jonathan was saying basically he condemns Fubara's suspension and is saying that this crisis damages Nigeria's image. But what do you guys think? Do you think Jonathan is on the right path? Do you think President Bola Ahmed Tinubu should have suspended Fubara? From Fubara's suspension, what does that mean? Is he going to come back to being a governor? Because there's some interest groups in Rivers that are now saying that no, and I think this is constitutional. I think this is unconstitutional rather. Section 305 and I think subsection, 1, 2, 3, 4 in subsection 305 clearly states the reasons why a governor can be suspended. So section 305 of Nigerian Constitution 1999 as amended deals with the proclamation of a state of emergency in Nigeria. This section outlines the conditions under which the president can declare a state of emergency and the procedures required to do so. I'm not going to read everything in detail, but the key provisions of section 305. Number 1, authority to declare a state of emergency. Number 2, approval by the National Assembly. Number 3, circumstances for declaring a state of emergency. And that's the one I wanted to talk about. A state of emergency may be declared in any part or the whole country if 1, war or insurrection, Nigeria is at war or there is a violent uprising that threatens national security. 2, breach of public order. Breach of public order, a situation arises that poses a clear and present danger to the country's existence. Number 3, failure of state government. A state government is unable to perform its functions due to a breakdown of law and order. Number 4, natural disasters or public health emergencies. Number 5, request from a state governor. Number 6, any other situation endangering public safety. So what is this? Which of these ones did the president evoke? Was it the breach of public order? Was it the war? There's no war going on. Is it any other situation endangering public safety? Is that the one that the president used? And many people have condemned this as unconstitutional. Nigerian Bar Association, many prominent lawyers have also come out, and stakeholders in Rivers State, as well as other states close by. Generally in Nigeria now, 36 states of the country, if there's an issue now, are we just going to remove the governor? This governor is an elected governor, and you wonder sometimes, is democracy even taking place in Nigeria? Is it taking place in Nigeria? The implications of Section 305 is that it grants the president temporary emergency powers to handle crisis and may suspend certain rights or allow for military intervention. But the National Assembly has to act as a check to prevent misuse of power. This is very key, right? And it has been used before. 2004, Plateau State declared by President Obasanjo due to violent conflict. 2006, Ekiti State declared by President Obasanjo again due to political instability. 2013, like I mentioned earlier, Borno, Yobe, Adamawa States declared by President Goodluck Jonathan due to Boko Haram insurgency. So it has happened before. It has happened before. If you're new to my channel for the first time, please subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and share, and I'll see you in the next video.